Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I want to try to show you the connection between inflation and interest. This is what I have a application from American Express for me to apply for a credit card. So it's either 20% to 27.4%. This one is a Citibank. This one is a balance transfer. It's 0% for 7 months or 0.99%. And then after that, the interest goes up to 21.24. And I talked to you a little bit about inflation. What inflation does, when inflation goes up, think of it as a balloon. I'm going to make you smarter than 90% of the people in the world. If Warren Buffett asks you, what is inflation? 5 words. Inflation is the expanding of a balloon. Inflation is a expanding balloon. 5 words. You go, what? You are so smart. And I'll go to a little bit about that later. But also, I had another program where I showed you how to turn debt into extra money you don't want to have to pay back. And that's when I have to show you a little bit of how to calculate the interest rate on your payment cards. Because here's just basically what this credit card application is telling us. After 7 months or 1 year, your interest rate is going to be 21.24%. Well, just think of it the opposite way. Credit card that was 21.24%, and you just transferred all that money from that credit card to this new credit card that is offering you at 0. And that means all that interest you had to pay up front before you lowered your balance, we'll talk about that later, goes into your pocket. And that's the money extra that you're going to have. Money that would have went to interest stays in your pocket. Now use that interest, pay down loan faster. That's the whole philosophy behind the credit card balance transfer. Where people get caught up at is they don't pay off the credit card. You don't even have to pay off the credit card. They don't want to pay it off at all. They go and charge other stuff because they're so happy they're not paying all the money for the interest. And I'll show you a little bit of what they're talking about. Whenever the 21.24% annual percentage, that is the 20, like if you took $10,000 worth of interest money from Citibank in a year, at 21.24%, they're charging you. So you're getting charged. Interest is the cost of money borrowed. They're going to charge you 20% of the money you're borrowing for you to do this, for you to use their money. And that's the trick I teach you on how to take debt, turn it into extra money, and you don't have to put it in, keep it in your pocket. But you have to understand that I paid $13,000 for a student loan. I thought, oh, that loan would be paid off. The loan was $94,485. Loan only went down $2,700 in 2 years. I'm like, but I'm paid over $13,000. What happened? I didn't understand interest. Interest is the cost of money borrowed. That payment that they send you, a portion of that is interest, and the other amount is principle that goes to reducing your balance. We'll talk about that later. Go back and review what I said. Get your information on credit card and you have for your pawn shop, loan, payday. I'll help you with that. I have programs that go from $50 to $1,000. I'm showing you how to save $2,000 right now if you pay attention to what I said. You can do it on your own. You can use my conversion sheets. That's $50. Or we could do it together between $150 and $1,000. You decide. But you better do something, because inflation is more than 6.9%. Go and read about what I put in the text of this email. I spent 44% more on a cookie from Oreo I did than 2 years ago. That's 8 times more than what the Fed's saying the interest rate is. Better watch yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.